What's up, guys, and welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. Previous week, with all the holidays, slowed down on the second part, but there was a big event on Friday, and I'm talking about the non-farm payroll. Look at the numbers that were published here. Almost 200,000 new jobs, and that's while the last month, which originally was published as minus 92,000, actually revised to 133,000 in the negative. So the job market shows some recovery, which could be surprising somehow. Many say it could be also artificial. Regardless, the market barely reacted because of the holidays. So Monday could open up with a big gap and some strong volatility. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, because on Monday the Europe and other markets are closed due to the Easter celebration. So what is expected on the coming week? Let's take a look here. Euro dollar would be our first one. So the way it looks right now, the euro dollar should try to clean this low, maybe even try to drop towards the 111. So the way I think the euro is behaving, it is about to complete these three waves in between the 114 to the 111. When we start to see lower lows here, this would be our time to drop to the lower time frame. And around this zone, start to look for possible retraces, reversal signs back to retest the broken low and the broken high, which will act as a resistance, and the previous high, which act as the supply. So the way I see that, the euro dollar, especially as long as this area holds, the pressure on the euro dollar is still bearish. Also pay attention to this thing when and if the market makes the lower low in between the zone we just discussed, this could become a bullish divergence, which means lower lows on the chart, higher lows on the MACD, and that could provide here some at this zone some great opportunities for the buys. That's my view on the euro dollar. Pound dollar, the same, pretty much like the euro dollar. It is moving in a bearish channel, bouncing well from this zone, and I think that the pound dollar should try to clean these lows. So the way I think the pound dollar is behaving, we are going to retest this zone, most likely at some point here complete the divergence where the market makes lower lows, but the indicator will start to make higher lows, and from there we should be looking for bounces to the upside. Meanwhile, on the shorter term, I think the pressure of the pound dollar is still bearish, and it's very important to remember that if we look at the weekly chart, it all bounces off the weekly bearish divergence when the market made these higher highs versus lower highs on the MACD. Usually it's a sign that the market should try to retest this low. And here comes the very interesting price movement. The rising supportive line is next to the low and the demand zone, so very high probability we're gonna see this retested, and from there either break, retraces and move down, or this would be the bottom and we are going to the upside. It's too early to know that, but for now the bearish pressure is still on. Let's take a look on the dollar yen, which is absolutely phenomenal price movement right now, and the conditions right now here should be monster. Look what happens here. First leg up, range breakout. Second leg up, range breakout. This is very likely to complete this peak, make the higher highs on the chart versus lower highs on the MACD, create some peak here, and from there very possibly make a huge turn around, which means If the weekly and the daily chart starts to be aligned, then we should be looking here for the sell opportunities. That's exactly how I believe the dollar yen is going to play out. New highs or new rallies to be created should provide us the sell opportunities to look for. And what's up with the Bitcoin? The bearish pressure continues. If you follow this channel, you know that we are bearish on Bitcoin. I've explained this in the previous videos. You can watch them on the previous videos here in the weekly forecast, but I believe that Bitcoin should complete these wavings here, and I don't think it's over. Once we are inside the lows here, we also have this range of demand, so that could, the market anticipates about 50,000, but it could be as low as 40,000 in that case. Get it there, look for some bullish divergence to be created here, and only then I believe the Bitcoin would be ready for the buys. And if you look on the daily chart, I can see a very nice range being broken to the downside, which again puts the pressure to the downside. Usually the market managed to maintain the momentum, and if the negative sentiment from the ongoing war and all the other reasons for the bearish pressure will remain, then yes, the bearish momentum should continue, and for me the Bitcoin should make a new low, complete some divergences, and only then looking for the buys. That's it for this coming week. What are your thoughts about the trading opportunities I shared with you here? Let us know in the comments. I wish you a wonderful trading week ahead, and I'll see you soon with more. Good trading. Bye for now.